Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button and turn your notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to you all for the support, the love, and to all my members. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. You all are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about what relationship expert Tyler Perry tells black women that if all a man can do for you as a husband, or when you are in a relationship, maybe as a husband, is to pay the light bill, that it is fine. And a lot of people did not find, even both men and women did not find that funny. Some men were like, this is like belittling black women, and it is only black men that always come out to tell black women how to live their life and how they are supposed to, like, the people they are supposed to settle with and all that. Most men did not find it funny, and women also did not like that, right? So they were like emphasizing if it is just only light bill that he can pay, that, and he went further to say that, black women are making a lot of money right now. And I do not have a stand I do not have any stand, but I am trying to say that only light bill is not enough. If you are running a home, no matter how much you make, if you are just the only person providing, it is kind of hard, right? And so we actually need both parties to be up and doing. Not just like, if you are only paying light bill, that is not even enough. And then I am going to tell you that most women are going to say that I once was with a man who couldn't even afford anything, and I stood by him and the rest of it. When the money started coming, he ran away. You got what I am saying? So experiences made black women not to do some certain things anymore. So, but for somebody to come out to say, I feel like he is belittling both black men and black women, not just only black women, because, like, lowering black men's standard and also lowering black women's standard. Let me roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comments section. So straight up, let's get into it.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man, and is good to you, and honors the house, and honors his wife, and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in, because that means, no, I need somebody they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
I remember I was having a conversation with you, and I was going, I can admit that I had fallen under that, like, okay, I actually may have misunderstood what meet me at my worth meant. I thought meet me at my worth was meet me at my net worth.
My net worth, right. No, not your net worth.
Right.
At least meet me at my net worth. Yeah, okay, no, that's your net worth. Yeah.
And I was talking to you, I was like, and Tyler, I was like, this, and this, and I've done this, and you're like, wait. Stop. He was like, don't make it about money. And this is when I was like, oh my gosh, like it was like it just went off, and I was like, I see what you're saying. You were like, Crystal, I used to do the same thing. I would like be doing all these things for someone or people around me, and I'm like, I'm not getting anything in return, And we fall into that sometimes. And you said, but then I thought about it, they can't do for me the way I do for.
No.
It's just Like
No.
they can't.
No.
You got, when you explain it like that, if he is giving you all these other things, then that's something you work with. Like, wow, like this is, it's way deeper.
Yeah, you got to remove the money from the situation
Yeah.
because it's just going to cloud it. And then you have your girlfriend and this friend there saying,
Yes.
girl, he doing this and he ain't got that. And he You don't understand the love that we have for each other. She's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff. You've had a light bill, baby. You can take me to...
Get somebody else to do it. If all he can afford is to pay the light bill, then he need to stay at home with his mama and focus on leveling up, not trying to be with a woman. Not only do black women deserve protectors, they deserve providers too.
Comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff. You've had a light bill, baby. You can take me to dinner.
Okay, unpopular opinion. I don't necessarily disagree with everything that Tyler Perry, aka Madea, had to say. I know a lot of the girls are gonna be like, don't support no man, don't give money to no man. And yes, we're not gonna support the wrong type of man, because there are men that are just, he's a good man, he's just down on his luck right now. When I met my man, he was a law clerk. He was making $20,000 a year. I split a lot of bills with him. Now I wouldn't even split a Twinkie, but back then, yeah, I put in the work because I knew what this man had to give, where he was going to go. And then I knew that if he was attached to me, he was going to be successful. So yes, in the beginning, I poured into my man. Yes, in the beginning, he did not make that much money. Yes, in the beginning, he was using a credit card to buy Arby's sandwiches. The issue we get into is we support the wrong type of man. And then we get upset and say, I will never support any man. See, when you know your man, you know his heart, you know where he wants to be. He is giving you a vision and a plan for his life. He has taken the steps that he needs to take or she needs to take to get to the next level. They are working to that next level. It's not hard to say, I will do what I need to do for now so that when you get where you need to be, I can sit down somewhere. For the first 2 years of my marriage, I worked. We both worked. I did everything. I made money. Like, I had 2 jobs. He had a job. He wanted to be a law partner. I work until one day he said, don't go back to work. I got this. And from then on, babes, I don't even know how much anything cost in my house to maintain it. So yes or no, Tyler Perry, we don't support men that have no plan, no vision, no goal, that are okay with just where they are and want you to work your fingers to the bone. We're not doing that. But a man with a vision, a plan, and a goal for you and him, babes, what do you need me to do? Let me put this apron on, because I promise you, when you become a millionaire, I'm gonna be a millionaire too. All right. Enjoy.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will.
Hey girl, you can continue to listen to that mess if you want to, but he's basically saying that women, but we all know he's talking about black women, get with a guy who can at least pay the phone bill or the light bill. Girl, he doesn't understand, and I said girl to Tyler Perry, he doesn't understand that we have the light bill on auto pay. We don't need a black man for that. As a dating coach, I want you to know that that shit does not work. Don't settle. There's going to be a lot of programming, conditioning that will tell you, hey girl, get with a black man, even if he's not self-actualized and he hasn't been successful in his career. What I'm telling you is get with the winner, girl. Get with a guy who is self-actualized, stable, both emotionally and financially, so that you can live the best life that you want to live. What I know is that if a guy makes less than 80% of what you make, it will not work. This is a dating coach who's been doing this for 13 years for black and brown women specifically. Oftentimes, they will either want to compete with you, they will feel emasculated, and they will want to humble you and bring you down. And you all know this because many of you have probably already experienced this. This happens only for black women. Black men and other people will want to tell you, go for the bronze, girl. Just be happy that you're getting a medal, instead of telling you to go for the gold. As a dating coach for black and brown women, I'm telling you go for platinum, bitch, because you deserve all of it and more. What I know for sure is that so many of us have the model of our mothers and our grandmothers who have settled for less from black men, because many of them were with these guys in the 80s and we had a crack epidemic and we had recessions. And so they were just getting with anybody and everybody, right? And giving them mad chances and letting them get away with a lot of different things that they should not have been letting them get away with, and doing most of the labor. And I don't want that for you, especially in 2023. You get to do it differently. You have more agency, independence, and opportunities, and you get to act like it. So if you want to break those patterns, definitely book a call with me and learn how to date differently for a different result. If you don't want to book a call with me and work with me, that's fine too. Just don't listen to Tyler Perry.
He's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money. All I can pay is the light.
I'm going to need for Mr. Tyler Perry to never give relationship advice to black women ever again. Matter of fact, Mr. Tyler Perry, I need to see you get on black men more. Okay, because the past couple of decades, we've done nothing but support you. We've made you a lot of money. And now that you're comfortable and sitting high and mighty, your true colors are showing. That mask has slipped. And I want to use this interview to educate black women further on what narcissistic personality disorder in black men looks like. Internalized misogyny. You're telling us to settle. If the man is secure and comfortable with the fact that his woman makes more money than him, and he's a good dude, we as black women should settle and be happy. You know, that's all we can get. That's what I got from that video. But see, Mr. Perry, here's the problem, sir. Okay, here's the problem. There is no such thing as a secure black man who is comfortable with his woman making more money than him. If they're out there, it's very far and few in between, very small percentage, because I've been in relationships with men that make less money than me, and they all fucking resented me. In the very beginning, they loved every bit of it. I spoiled them rotten. You know, I treated one ex on a vacation. We flew to Europe. He totally ruined the entire vacation. He was unappreciative. You know, pampered, bought clothes, cologne, jewelry, spoiled the nigga. You know, cooked all that, tons of sex, and he still cheated. See, black women have been willing to accept less from black men. We have been willing to struggle. We have been willing to do the ride or die, and it's not working. I don't care how much a black man, you know, is comfortable with his woman making more money than him. That's good in the sense of the whole transactional thing. Yeah, what man would not mind his lady making more money because she's picking up most of the slack in the house and paying most of the bills? But still, what's going to happen? He's going to cheat on her. He's going to expect her to allow him to do whatever he wants, because he knows in society as a man, he's really supposed to be the provider. He knows that deep down in his heart that he's supposed to be the provider. So, you know, he might be happy that she makes more money because she can pay the bills and it relieves him of his masculine duties, you know, and that puts him in his feminine energy. But he will have hidden resentment for her because she is a much harder worker. She's more successful, more ambitious. He will have hidden resentment. I'm really shocked at you, Mr. Perry, Tyler Perry, for even, you know, black women are tired of settling. We're tired of being y'all ride or dies. We're tired of accepting the bare minimum. It is time for black men to raise their standards. As a single black woman, everything that I have, I've worked hard for. Why can't black men get out here and bust their ass and work hard and get their lives together, go to therapy, you know, get good credit, save up lots of money before they enter a woman's life? They all need women to build themselves up, just to shit on them. And here it is in this video. You're telling us that we should be happy for the bare minimum. Be happy that a nigga is paying the fucking light bill if that's all he can do. As long as he's secure, if he's able to pay the light bill, we should be happy. No, I'm not happy. I'm not settling. Black men need to raise their fucking standards and do right. And if they don't want to be with us and they want to date women of other ethnicities and races, they're going to find out the hard way, you know, that the women that are not black, they're not putting up with this shit either. I blame black men and the coddling. Their mothers have coddled them. Their mothers have emasculated them. Their mothers have not protected them from the abusers and molesters in the family. And they're mad at their mama. So they grow up with this internalized misogyny that they have towards their mother. And Mr. Tyler Perry, if my memory serves me correct, your mama did not protect you from your abusive daddy. See, this is what narcissism in black men looks like. We know your history with your dad. You might have forgiven him, but there's a part of you that blames your mama for not protecting you. And that's where that internalized misogyny comes from. And you're still carrying that with you to this day. It came out in that interview. I will not accept bare minimum from the black man. The black man has to raise his standards and get his shit together before he enters my life. No, you're not just going to come in here and pay a light bill. I want the whole fucking shebang. I deserve princess treatment. And I will not settle until I get it. And if a man does not come along and give it to me, I'll give it to myself. But I refuse to settle for the bare fucking minimum. Black women are tired. And the fact that you're telling us to settle also says to me, like, Mr. Tyler Perry, do you want all the rich, successful black men for yourself? You want black women to settle for the bullshit at the bottom so that you have access to the better quality black men at the top? Y'all be blessed.
Black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful.
Tyler, this is my issue with what you're saying, because any adult person in their right mind would actually consider that. I think women have actually considered it and also pursued it. My issue is this. Do you know how men are when they don't got no money? Do you know how resentful they can be when they know they're not out of here getting that chicken like they supposed to? Because look, we can play the whole kumbaya thing all we want to, but the reality is a lot of these men don't have anything to contribute. You are not kind. You are not trustworthy. You are not loyal. You are not supportive. Okay? You're not open to new opportunities. Can you teach me something? If I'm making more money, can you teach something? Can you teach me something? Can you tell me where to put the money so it can make more money? The fact of the matter is a lot of these dudes don't have anything to contribute. Anything. Nothing but the parts between their legs. And some of them can't even do that. Some of them cannot even do that. So when you out here telling women things like this, you need to also prepare her for the reality, okay? Finding a man that has a value system, okay, and that is loyal and trustworthy and all of the things that make a good man, and to not have no money is a needle in a haystack. A needle in a haystack, okay? Stop trying to push these unrealistic standards, okay? That woman is more than likely going to get treated terribly, terribly. The amount of resentment that men carry in their hearts when they are not living at their optimal potential is dangerous. Don't tell these women that. Don't tell these women that.
Tyler Perry got me and my friends fucked up. Listen to this.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man and is good to you, and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure.
See, this is why I stopped supporting Tyler Perry a long time ago. I really didn't like a lot of his storylines and scripts past his early stuff. And see, I just knew why. Because he's a person who pushes, struggle love. He's a person who pushes the same bullshit that has been sold to black women that has not been working. Like, why? Why do y'all keep trying to tell black women to do something that literally has proven not to work? Literally, finances is one of the top leading causes for divorce. Literally, DV increases, when finances are low. So when you are with a man who is broke, or who does not make a lot of money, a lot of problems are going to come from that. Now, I know that there are some women who are in relationships with men, who they make more than, and their relationship is just going swimmingly and peachy keen for them. And that is wonderful for you, because I'm not finna judge y'all, But I don't understand why we all have to suffer. The women gotta suffer, the kids gotta suffer because the men are not making money. Let me tell you guys something really personal for a second, Let me tell y'all something real personal for a second. So you guys know that I'm engaged, My fiance is black, And I have 4 children, in my home that I take care of, right? And so because of our relationship and us getting together, my fiance made quite a bit of money just for himself. But with adding on 5 mouths to feed, my fiance wasn't sitting somewhere looking for me to get the money or make the money. My fiance went and sourced a few more different sources of income. His behind him went and got another job, and his behind him been going hard in the fucking paint for his own side business. So a man not making a lot of money is a choice. And that's what I need you ladies to understand. That shit's a fucking choice. Now, I get it if you are, a freaking neurosurgeon or something like that as a black woman and you specifically only want to date black men. It could be difficult finding some guy that's on your level. But for ladies who are open to dating out, just date out. Just date out, because these men could be running around here advocating for themselves and talking about the wage gap that underpays black men, right? But instead they're online talking about weaves and lashes and how black women are masculine and how black women don't submit, They're worried about all the wrong shit. So therefore, I'm going to tell y'all, put yourself first. Put yourself first and think of the babies that you don't even have yet. And go find you a man that can put some fucking bacon on the damn table.
Because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's
Morning horrors. Y'all can go watch that video for full context. But basically, Tyler Perry, which I don't know when he became a relationship expert, because I ain't seen his partner yet. But basically, he was saying if that man does not make more than you, but he's giving you all the love and affection and everything else that you need, you should settle for that, basically. And we all done deal with a bum. All of us. Don't try to lie. All of us have. Y'all know the first thing them bums do as soon as they get on their feet? They switch up. They switch up. I would be damn to take someone in who was making way lesser than me and then be like, oh, he's going to love and support me. Them be the main one. Them be the main one cheating. Them be the main one out here just giving up to every and anybody. They be jealous of you. They be envious. No, thank you. The fact that he's out here telling women to settle
Why would you want to say that? I would never tell my daughter no shit like that. And even if she does find a man that does not make as much as her, I would tell her, hey, make sure you got your ducks in a row. I mean, make sure he's not using you. Make sure he's not taking advantage of you. Make sure he is not jealous of you. Make sure he's not envious of you. That's what I mean by having your ducks in a row. And to be honest, most men cannot take the fact that their woman make more than them. They cannot. They become jealous, they become envious, and they start to get abusive in most situations. I feel like being with a man that, you know, makes significantly less than you, that's going to give him all the ammunition he needs to not want to make more. Like, if the financial, you know, part of the relationship is like 60-40, okay. But if it's like 90-10, I think the fuck not. I'm sorry, but you don't have to be no high maintenance ass woman to know that when a man is leeching off of you, he's leeching off of you. I'm not saying he got to make $2 million a year, but I'm at least saying if I'm making 60, I need you to come with 40. You know what I'm saying? Like some type of balance. 80-20 ain't gonna work. 90-10 ain't gonna work. Hell, in most situations, you can get away with 70-30. If he's checking off all the other boxes, if he's a good human being and doing what the fuck he's supposed to do at home and taking care of the children and doing all that, yeah, you can check off those boxes. Especially if he's hustling, trying to make more money and bring more money in the house, yeah, that's okay. But if he is not motivated to do more and be better and just starting to be an evil, nasty gremlin, let his ass go. Do not settle, okay?
Yep, she makes most of the money. All I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say...
Now, tell me why it seems like only black women are being told to settle. I mean, even the passport bros have figured out by now that no other race of women on the planet are being told to do that. Pick a struggle. How are you, a whole-ass self-made billionaire, advocating for black women to lower their standards rather than encouraging black men to step up to meet a standard? Pick a struggle. How are you advocating for the same kind of struggle up that you write about in your films and TV shows? That ain't goals. Those are cautionary tales. Pick a struggle, Medea.
All I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff.
Only a real man understands that providing financially is not your biggest threat in a commitment with a black woman. It's not. It's being able to provide spiritually, religiously, soulfully. That's the biggest threat to your masculinity in that commitment. But y'all don't talk about that because y'all don't understand that providing financially as a man, if you're a real man, your masculinity, you know that it's embedded in you. To where as though even if you make 30K and she makes 70K, that 40K difference, you won't feel it. Because you know how to provide in every aspect, in every factor of life, to where as though your black queen will still view you as a black king.
To know that, yep, she makes most of the money. All I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable.
And for all of you that be asking, you know, why y'all be in rich people business? This out of my tax bracket. Yeah. This is out of his tax bracket. This is beneath his tax bracket. And yet he still is scooping way on down to be in other people's business. He basically saying, if a man can love on you, but he can only pay the light bill, that is okay. And this is how we know that he wasn't raised by a man. Okay? Because when did accepting the bare minimum from a man become acceptable? So we're not telling man, because let me about 20 years ago, women started going to college like crazy. Like we was going to school, you feel me? And the man wasn't, whatever. But instead of us being in a place now where it's like, okay, man, go ahead and catch up and let's bridge this gap. We saying, if you don't do it, it's okay.
All I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff.
I'm not really understanding why any of us, regardless of what our skin color is, should ever be comfortable with that. My teenage brother pays his own fucking phone bill, and you're telling me that we should just accept a man. If he just loves us enough, we should just be okay with paying for everything else, as long as he can pay the light bill and take us out to dinner sometimes. What? Because, like, as if the bar wasn't already in hell, now we have to be even lower? Like, he really could have taken this time to, I don't know, offer jobs to black men and, you know, say, hey, like, here's an opportunity to be able to lift your woman up and, you know, really be able to provide. And instead, he comes on to do this. You've literally already made billions of dollars off of the backs of struggling black women. You literally dress up and play one. And this is supposed to be what we get for what the hell is going on? It just feels like we're never making progress and we're constantly just sliding further and further back every freaking day. Earlier in the video, he talks about how black women make so much more than black men these days and in our society, and that's just the norm and that's reality. So this is why we should just be okay with this. I cannot be the only one that doesn't see the parallels in this. Bro, black women are out here making more because black men get these women pregnant and fucking leave them, and then they have to do everything. They have to be everything. They have to be the feminine and the masculine, the nurturer, the lover, the carer, the provider, the protector, the literal everything. They have to be everything. And instead of then hoping and wishing and wanting somebody to step up to the plate and be an actual decent fucking partner, it's, well, you know, if a man just says that he loves you and he just pays the light bill every now and then and takes you out to dinner, it's fine. This is beyond a miss. Like, Tyler, you are out your rabbit ass mind. And some of the stitches I've seen about this is like, oh, you guys are just reading too far into it. You're not looking at, like, you're taking what he says, like, too serious. Yeah, I am gonna take it seriously because he has an influence on millions of black men. They're gonna see this and think, see, if billionaire Tyler Perry can think this way, why can't I? Then there's people in comments and in other stitches saying like, well, he didn't mean it the way that he said it. Then he should have chosen to say it in a different way. I really do not understand some of y'all. Really, it's like the lights are on and nobody's home. It's like y'all don't even realize that your way of thinking is the fucking problem. It's why things have been able to continue and perpetuate the way that they have for so many fucking years. Anyways, I got other shit to do, like drink this wine and enjoy the electricity I paid for.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women.
Now, relationship expert seems like a reach. Have you seen his plays? Have you seen any of his TV shows? Have you seen Sisters? Where he made Zach, who was the F-boy cheating on Karen, he made Zach the hero and made Karen the person that just finally got fed up. He made her the villain. And just, I mean, it was a mess. Then gave the F-boy his own show and really put him in the hero light. Like, yeah, Fatima, now he got 2 baby mamas, but it's okay because he's a good man. Please don't be fooled. Tyler Perry does not write for women. He writes for men, and I believe that. He writes for black men from that point of view. It's always black women need to lower their standards. Black women are being too hard or too rough. Black women are just, you know, doing too much. I also feel like there's a lot of colorism that goes on in his shows, but nobody ever talks about it. Like, let me just roll back to Sisters. The dude that was beating, choking the light-skinned girl he always liked to use, KJ, I don't know, I forget her name on the show because I really had to stop watching. Andy, that's her name. The dude that choked her to the point where she almost died, she still wanted to marry him. She still wanted to be with him and all that. After all that, yeah. So don't be fooled. Don't be shocked when you see Tyler Perry do some Tyler Perry stuff or say some Tyler Perry stuff. Y'all be getting his character with Medea confused. Yes, he's funny. I will take business advice from him, but never would I take relationship advice from him. Speaking of relationships, how much do we know about his relationships? Nothing. But, you know, I could guess some things based on how he writes. Also, have you seen Bruh? That's another one where it was like, yeah.
This is for the fellas. Simply for the fellas. Yeah, don't be fooled by Tyler Perry. Know who he's trying to indoctrinate us black women. I really think that. Like, y'all just keep taking it because black men, you know, eventually they're gonna get it together. And if you don't stay with them while they're in a struggle and all this stuff, then you're gonna miss out. And somebody else is gonna get that man after he's done all this horrible stuff to you. So don't leave a bad relationship. That's Tyler Perry.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will.
Since you addressed black women, as a black woman, I would never take your advice, Tyler Perry. Do you see this? See this right here? You made a black woman a single mother. Are we done here?
So this is all I got from the stitches, and yeah, you all can see that a lot of men also came out to speak, not just only women, and most men were also not happy with what he said. But I am going to say that like, you know, just electricity bill is not enough. I mean, nowhere enough. If the man is ready to be there for you, I mean, like, how is he going to be there for me if it is just only the electricity bill that he pays for? So I think, like, you know, I mean, instead of calling women, okay, there is what I believe, like, you know, two people coming together to work things out, like a man and a woman. Maybe the man is not earning so much, but he is very supportive, and he is a caring person, and he is working towards his goals and dreams and all that. I mean, that is a different thing. Knowing that you've got someone that you know that he is out there, like, you know, trying to make things happen, and the rest of it, right? Not just telling me that if he's just going to pay the electricity bill. I mean, there is a whole lot that happen in a home. I mean, emergencies and all that. And no matter how much you make, I mean, as a woman, and you have probably kids also, and I mean, like, you know, you might wake up to one day, your kid, like, there is emergency. And so all you can tell me is that, I mean, if that electricity bill is all he got, like, you know, got to pay for, and you are okay, and the rest of it. No, I think, I don't know, but I have seen also, I have heard also most women saying that I rode with this man when he had nothing. I mean, like, I was the provider and I was fine with it, right? I knew a lot of women actually do things like this. And also some have, like, you know, I can never do something like this because I did it before, and it did not go well. So most women are actually not, like, you know, some have experienced this thing firsthand, being a man's helper, being there for him, helping him, and doing the rest of, even when he was not even making enough money. But then when he starts making more, I mean, he becomes different and all that. So, and coming from him, I think, I don't know, but a lot of people always have something to say when it comes to a black woman. Everybody must, like, you know, have something to say. It's more like telling people to settle for less and all that. And I am going to say this, if something like this is not going to work for you, please do not bother going into it. Some may have tried it and it did not go well for them. You don't even have to try again. I mean, if you are looking for someone, maybe, like I said, 36, maybe 70, 30, 60, 40, it's okay. But like somebody said, 90, 10, or 20, it is not good enough. We love, I like hardworking people, right? If it's someone that you know so well that, I mean, he is all there for you. And he is working really hard, you know, to make things happen for him. I mean, if it's someone you really want to spend, I mean, you want to stay with, or you want to spend the rest of your life with, or something, or maybe you see future in him and all that, it's okay for you guys. But I am saying that I am not, like, I do not have a stand here. I do not have a stand. Please do not come and crucify me, because yeah, don't come and crucify me. Yeah, but what I am saying is that if it's just the electricity bill is not good enough. It is not good enough. There should be something more than that. I mean, he should be, actually on his game too, like being a good husband. Like, you know, I don't know if you all understand me, but and I think it is weird also coming to tell women what to do and how to do. You know, it doesn't really make any sense. This is where I am gonna draw the curtain. Thank you so much for the support, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.